You know, I can already hear and see the lawsuits coming in from Nintendo. Because here it is, or at least from Game Freak, because here it is. We have Pokemon in this anime right now. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Look at this Bulbasaur looking thing. A turtle with a flower on it? I wonder if that's happened before. Or a little fox creature? Where have I seen that before? Oh yes. And another and another anime. I don't know. Something called Pocket Monsters, maybe? I don't know. But anyway, we just got done watching the latest episode of Bofuri, episode 7. Yes, there was a hiatus on it due to COVID for the studio, but thankfully it is back and hopefully everyone is okay. And so, I did talk about this in about, was it 2 analysis ago? If you guys been watching my anime reviews, you would know that we know what we're talking about. I said it wasn't fair that here you got Maple and Sally with pets that they've long had, and then all of a sudden everyone else is getting pets. Like they come to this world and this level and everyone else is getting pets, and I would be like, hey, I've been had a pet. What about my pet? And finally we get our answer revealed here. They get their pets evolved because they've had their pets for a while, and now everyone else is with these noob level 1 Pokemon, I want to say, but pets in this case. But here you got Maple and Sally, who've been had pets, and now they're evolved. And they even said the same phrase, the evolution. Now, granted, there was a different glow effect, if you will, but the fact there was a glow effect, it's like, and why does this turtle have flowers on it? Curiouser and curiouser. But for the most part, the episode was actually not bad, I'll be honest. There was a few things that I really wondered about. Like, for example, they went around fighting bosses, if you will. They fought 2 bosses that dropped stones, and then one they just magically found at the clear blue. But why? Like, why did the golem monster that they fought here, one, why did Maple change clothes? At first, when I saw Maple in different clothes, I was like, why is she in a dress fighting this golem monster? And then I realized it was the outfit she got from the haunted house. And it's like, okay, she has this haunted house outfit, but they didn't explain what benefit that those clothes give her. Now, granted, looking at the episode, I can assume that those clothes gave her floating power, levitation, whatever. Okay, but I don't believe they explained that's what they gave. I'm only going by the fact that, you know, it was a ghostly area, ghostly clothes. Okay, she got that. They explained that she got the clothes and the power-up, but they didn't explain what the power-up did. So I'm assuming it gave her levitation, floating power, so then that way she was able to laser that golem boss, and Sally was able to attack as well. Assumption here. Now, of course, we got the chance to see Maple go crazy. So I felt sorry for this boss. I really did. Like, this boss literally just lifted off into the air and Maple went ham, went off on it. It just captured it. It's literally in the mid-air and she's doing nothing but lasering it and using all her moves against it. I'm sitting here, which if you guys get the chance to definitely check out the reaction to it on Patreon, but I was sitting here like, can you let it breathe? It's just, this boss is trying to kill them, but she's going ham with all of her moves on it. And I'm like, girl, some of her moves are like daily moves. And I'll admit, Maple kind of just full well uses all her moves. Like, I would be, if I had some of her abilities, especially like the ability where she turns into a big monster and stuff, that was said before that it's a once a day thing. And she said something else on here, Devour was another move that's a once a day thing. She uses this once a day moves like it's nothing. and she's done it before for different events. I would, in her shoes, rarely use those moves to where, hello, if I'm in trouble, then I would use them. But, you know, yes, it's an anime, yes, it's a plot, yes, it's scripted and stuff, so, you know, whatever, she gets away with it. And who knows how long the day is, because I believe in this is like regular time, and it's only during events that essentially the time is dilated. But still, it's just like, okay, whatever, I'll just go along with it. The anime already doesn't really explain too much, and I envy the manga readers, because more than likely they probably get a better explanation as far as the items, what is used and how it's used, and probably where it's found. For example, there was an area in this anime where something was skipped, and I felt like, how did they figure that out? Like here where Maple and Sally are literally in the middle of the ocean, and they come to the map that kind of tells them where they need to go. How'd they know about that? They literally just got done saying how they were going to follow creatures, and kind of like any roaming creatures maybe could lead them to something new. Okay, fine. That makes sense. So I would think you go to a prairie or something and find, you know, some creatures that go to stuff. How do they all of a sudden know to go to this one spot in the ocean, which is close to the shore or whatever, go underwater, and they kind of followed, like Sally kind of followed some fish. She just magically found this hole and goes into the hole and goes and finds the map. Like everything just kind of fell in their lap. And I'm like, you went from saying, okay, we're going to follow animals, herds of animals. And then even if you're like, oh, we'll go follow fish. How do you know to go to this spot? How do you not know to go into the spot in the background of this image? Like, how do you know to go here and not way over here? It's just kind of like, all right, something was cut or missed here. Maybe there was something in the manga that essentially said, something was said, something was clued in or whatever. It just kind of jumped to this, and then music. There was a lot of music in this one, which was not a problem. It was perfectly fine. The music was all right, but it was just kind of, I'm led to believe this, which is, you know, a plot hole. But like I said, it's probably a plot hole that was filled in the manga, which makes me envy the manga readers in something like this, because I'm sitting there scratching my head like, I don't know. And finally, before we move on, this episode actually had what I've been calling for, HP bars. They show the HP bars for the bosses when they fought them and they killed them. And then you can see how, you know, close they were to death. Why in the world do we not have HP bars on our heroes? Like, why are they, like, they get damaged or they get hit? Like, in this one, Maple hits some rocks because of the wind and everything. Okay. She then makes a statement saying like, oh, thankfully this is no like piercing terrain or whatever, so she's fine. So I'm supposed to assume from what she has said that she didn't take damage. But why don't you just visually show that? So then that way I know how OP she is. So I'm like, oh snap, even if she gets thrown through walls, she's perfectly fine. It doesn't even damage her because her defense is so high. Stop making the statements and visually show stuff. That's how your storytelling gets better. Show visual. You don't have to really say everything that happens. Visually show it so it clues in your reader, your viewer, or whatever. So you can be like, oh man, she's really strong. Oh man, Maple's crazy. You know, just hear me out here. Watch any future episodes, or if you go back and watch previous episodes, every time there's a fight, look at the fight with Maple, Sally, whomever, and surmise that fight. Be like, would that fight been better if less stuff was said of what they're doing, and you just saw like they get damaged from the boss? How much HP did they lose on that? And then you can kind of be like, oh, okay. Oh, wow, they're so strong. Or, I mean, I know I've said this many times, so you guys are probably tired of me saying it. But every time I watch this, I'm like, thank you for showing the HP bar for the boss. Can I have the HP bar for the heroes? I'm just saying. But, say la vie. You know, maybe that's just a gripe that's only felt by myself. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I would definitely like to hear your guys' opinion on it. But regardless, great episode. I still enjoy the anime. It's still a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see the event and the bosses and the things that they have to fight. So it's really gonna be cool. I mean, the show is really good about boss fights, don't get me wrong. And I like the fact there are multiple fights and boss fights, but you know, it wouldn't hurt to have a little bit more information. Aside from that, you guys take care, have a good one. Make sure you subscribe to this video because it's amazing. I hope you guys like the review as well. Like the video, and definitely, I will see you guys in the future. You be safe, you take care. Bye-bye for now.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.